Okay, it may have been a little bit since last time I uploaded, but at least I'm coming back with a good ass video idea. Because with the Halloween update, I realized that you can play the entire wipe without mining a single resource and get all the way up to AK. And have a base. That might sound crazy, but just watch. And like, I know that I said I was gonna release the trap video the next time I posted, but I lied. This is nothing new. But I completely forgot how to turret route until I found this base. And that ruined my first start, so that was fun. But I mean, the only thing we really do from there was just start over. So we went ahead. And then I remember that they added the weapon, the pumpkin launcher, with the update. So that was my main thing I was looking for an easy start. Now, I forgot to mention this. I only had 4 hours to play this wipe because I was working. I think this week was like 36 hours at one job. I had school 2 hours every day. And then I was working like 12 hours on my other job. So this was a very busy week. But my main goal was just to get pumpkin launchers because I realized that'd be the easiest way to get a snowball going. So that means I just had to farm up gear from goodie bags so I can get a start going and hopefully just snowball to an AK. Now this guy was so bad at the game, but I didn't have any ammo for my pumpkin launcher, so this means I was death number 2 already. I was like 10 minutes into the wipe. Nothing crazy, but still. But whenever we respawned, we found one of the goodie bags that had a crossbow. I didn't know this happened, but this is actually really good because this means I can go to the monument and I can try to get pistols. Because the rules of this is that I'm not allowed to farm anything, but I'm allowed to get items off players or NPCs. I couldn't believe it, but I actually got a pistol on the first one. So that was crazy. But then of course, I wasted all of my ammo shooting at this random naked. I don't know what I was thinking. But there was a kid with an AK that heard these shots, and I knew if I kill him, this was the start that I needed to get to AK. And this was the moment that I had the best chance, so I just got ready for him to push. And then I ran away because I was not killing him. I have 3 bullets. Y'all tweaking. I got jump scared by a fucking scare code. Actually got me. I didn't know they made noise. And then after farming a little bit more, we were able to get another pumpkin launcher, which is still really useful. Because it allows us to get just that easy damage in on people whenever we're close range. And then I remembered outpost existed. This is going to be very useful later, and you'll see why. But while I was at outpost, I heard explosions, so I ran over.
Okay.
And then he just fucking shit on me, so I was pretty upset. But I mean, I was death number 3. I did get off for like 2 minutes, because I was kind of pissed. That was 30 minutes I just wasted, but after like a little bit of a break, we just went ahead and got back on, and we got a pumpkin launcher first bag. And then we also got 2 crossbows from a bag, which is kind of crazy. And then I heard gunshots in the distance, so I ran over because I was like, this is easy grubs. So I went ahead and sat outside his door, waiting patiently for like 6 minutes. But it was the same guy that just ruined my last life. I started getting a little bit mad when I realized who it was. But death 4. And at this point, I still didn't realize that you could craft these bags together. But I was able to get a bow from this bag, and I was pretty early in. And I found a nail gun on a dead sleeper. And I also found a shotgun on another, so I was looking pretty happy.
Dude.
I have no clue why I left all this in the video, but I don't feel like cutting out, so you're gonna watch me jump around this base for no reason. And then after we finally took off, we decided that I didn't want the shotgun. I don't know why. I don't even remember doing that, but I decided to head over to military, and this is when things finally started to pick up.
I'm washed.
We were able to pick up a little easy kill, get some free stuff. It was nice. And while I was killing the NPC, I saw this guy running up on my right, so I got ready. And cleaning him up was nice. He actually had some decent stuff on him and a ton of arrows. But then somebody else started running up on me again. No gun's such a fire starter weapon. Everyone that hates on the no gun, you're wrong. But this guy had goodie bags and a pumpkin launcher. But then we ran over because we heard more shots in the distance.
I'm a demon.
And as the fight went on, they started to try to run back with their stuff. Because there was 3 of them, but they were scared to fight me after I took out their first 2. But after annoying them with arrows, they finally decided that they would push me again. The fucking hit regs on this pumpkin launcher suck ass. But in the end, we still killed him, so that's all that matters. That was 2 free kills and easy weapons. And it wasn't bad. They had decent stuff on them for me to take too. But when I was running away, I heard someone following me. But like, I don't know what he was doing, so it was easy kills. We were able to get it with the USP and a revolver with medkits. That was an amazing start. But then I had to sort out my inventory because I was going to open the rest of my goodie bags, so I just started dropping everything. Then after we picked everything back up, we had to head out.
Oh my god, we made it.
And we went to the most important place of this wipe, outpost, because they have the vending machines that sell materials to build for scrap, as well as guns, but I didn't really need them. Which means that we were going to be able to get a base down without farming any resources at all, which is amazing. But I plan on living near military camp, so that means I'm going to have to run all the way back across the map with all of these resources on me. And this is the furthest I have gotten in this entire wipe. But when I made it down here, I actually was able to get a free spot. Built the base real quick, but I had to put it on 5000X because I fucking built it as slow as possible. And then we went ahead, just put our bags down. We put a bag outside the base, and we started roaming with the crossbow and nail gun again to see if we can get a calm low start going from our base. Now when I was farming for more bags, this is when I finally realized you can craft the higher tier bags. I had no clue. The whole time I was playing, I was doing just what I found. So, that means we just had to farm up a little bit more. And when I was farming, I heard a Jackie, so I decided to go over there. And the guy had fully lagged out. This is free. So after we killed the random, we picked it up and we got a free MP5 and a Hazy with night vision. This was insane for us because we only had a USP revo before this. And I instantly ran back to my base to put it away and think of how I can get to AK from this spot. And I decided to go out for one more run and I found this guy. This was the closest I was to an AK.
16 HP.
It would have been the easiest way, but no, we had to go again. No, I had to go drop off my sister somewhere, so I had to leave. And this was on October 21st, so there was still heavy queue. Yes, I know, I'm 2 months late. But still. So, I was just kind of waiting. And when I was waiting, I was like, I have to work soon, so fuck it. It's all or nothing at this point. So I picked up my MP5, my Hazy. And we just went out. Now, I planned to run back to where the AK was that killed me, but... And we managed to kill one of the AK kids, but there was two of them outside my base. The timing was horrible, so I just decided to go pick up a Revo kit from my base and give it one last shot. You know, I'm washed, I'm gonna be honest. But we killed an AK, and that's all I care about. I technically had an AK if I picked it up. But I'm not gonna lie, not my most proud video. It's not the best. My next one, hopefully better. I'm recording it right now. Right now it's December 23rd. So hopefully the next one comes out better. But I mean, this wasn't a bad video, so hopefully y'all enjoyed. And don't forget to subscribe. Once I hit 1K, I get monetized, and that means I'll be able to create more time for me to make videos. So if you made it this far, please just subscribe.